Good morning. Spring has come to the Northwoods, so there's lots and lots to do. First thing I wanted to show you is this sweater that I knitted. I'm really excited. It is a lightweight cotton. It shows off my muscular shoulders. Woo! Yeah, so I've got a lot of things to do. We had some warm weather and we got a lot of thawing, so that usually means that there's a lot of things going on outside, and I will show you a few of those things that I filmed over the weekend and talk a little bit about what's going on with springtime out here. One thing I was thinking about today is something that I've been watching on YouTube, a gal called Mel Robbins, and she talks a lot about just some easy things to help you be successful and help you feel successful. And one of her things is every morning when you sit and have, well, I call it quiet time. So I wake up in the morning, and before I pick up my phone or any electronics, I usually sit and I do some devotion time. And then after that, she talks about that you have to identify for yourself 2 priorities for the day. And if you are a person like me that is super busy because you make yourself super busy, and then you feel like at the end of the day you didn't get anything done, she says to actually write down 2 priorities for the day. Now, some days, especially on days I have to work, those priorities are go to work and figure out what my family is eating for dinner. So it doesn't always have to be these big, huge things. But on days like today where I'm off and I have a million things to do and could do a million things, my 2 priorities for today were clean my bathrooms and get my floors clean, which I have already done today. And then the other one is get outside and clean up all the junk that has accumulated in my yard. So I have to go out with my garden cart and pull it around and pick up trash and just get the yard cleaned up so that when the grass starts growing, we can get it mowed and get the gardens ready. So there's just a couple clips of a few things, and have a good week. I hope that this week is productive for you and that you feel good and you can get out and enjoy the sunshine. I know I will. We'll see ya next time. I am boiling down the very last batch of maple sap this year. It hasn't run for a couple days, so I think it's all finished, and we've got some pretty warm temperatures the last couple days, and we're not freezing at night anymore. So I just wanted to show you this. I only tapped 6 trees this year because last year I did 20 or 25, and it was just too much for me, and it felt like a job instead of something fun. So I just wanted to show you this. It's just 2 cinder blocks and a boiler canner, and I will boil what I've collected in this big bucket here, and I just keep boiling it down until I get it down to a couple inches, and then I bring it in the house and finish it. Just wanted to show you this because you don't have to have a really fancy, expensive setup to make a little bit of maple syrup. By the end of the season here, I'll have about a gallon of maple syrup, which is just, it's good for a good amount for my family and for baking. So you can do this pretty simply. It would be nice to have a big fancy evaporator system like some people have, but they do, you know, hundreds of gallons, and I just do a little bit. So yeah, it's boiling. Been having a little bit of an issue with the wind here, so I block the back side so the wind should be going the other way. But oh, Minnie's in the background there. Excuse the mess too. Spring came really quick, so everything's thawed and there's just crap everywhere that I gotta clean up. Hedda's found the last bit of snow in the yard because she says it's way too hot outside for her. She's laying in the snow. Oh, Minnie's gonna try it, but Minnie doesn't like it, of course. Oh, hi Hedda. Hi girl. Hi girl. You're a good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl. Oh, here's my little mama. Now this hen, she didn't hatch these chicks. Oh, they spilled some food there, and there's our food and water over here. She didn't hatch these chicks. She was Broody. Now Broody in a chicken means that they have decided that they are ready to be mothers. And so she had made herself a nest in this little house, which is what I usually use for new chicks anyway. So she made herself a nest in this little house, and she had a couple eggs that she was sitting on, and I kept taking the eggs away, and she decided that she just wanted to stay on her nest. And usually when hens get like this, I will give them some fertile eggs to hatch so they can raise some babies for me. But worked out pretty well. She'd been broody for about a week or so, and we had just had some eggs hatch, some chicks hatch from the incubator, so I decided I would try something. I heard that you could get broody hens to adopt babies, and so when it was dark out, I brought these brand new chicks. They were about a day or maybe 2 days old, and I just stuffed them underneath her, and then she decided they were hers. So she's been taking care of them. They're about a week old now, and she's doing a great job. I gave her 10. She still has 10. She hasn't lost a single one. She's a really good mama. She's very protective, which is why I'm not trying to pick up any of the chicks, because she's bitten me a few times when I've filled their food or water. But yeah, she's doing a good job. She's a good mama. And they're pretty cute. And we got another broody hen here. Oh, we got somebody who's mad. She just laid an egg and she's real mad about it. She's going to yell at me. Yeah. Yeah, get out of here. So here's another broody hen. She's real nasty. So I had given her some eggs to hatch because she's been sitting on a couple golf balls. Here's the golf balls. She's been sitting on a couple golf balls for a few weeks, so I thought maybe she'd like some eggs to hatch. So I'm going to put my hand under her, covered up, because she's not real nice. So here's her eggs. So I give her eggs. I mark them with a Sharpie because sometimes when hens see... Yeah, she's real mad. There you go, Mama. It's okay. Sometimes when hens see some eggs in a nest and a mama sitting, they will lay some more eggs under her. So I mark them with an X so that I know that those are the right ones, and then I'll just kind of go through there every day and pluck out the ones that might be new so they don't start incubating. But yeah, so she'll sit on these eggs and hatch them out, and then she'll raise the babies, and she's a working girl. Yeah, Mama, it's all right. It's all right, Mama.